the size of the glow, how blurry the glow is. It is kind of pesky that it shrinks the image. I wish it just affected the size of the glow around it and didn't shrink the image when you do this. You could also do white. In some scenarios, going with a white or a light background of some sort. Maybe like I do like a bit of an orange that kind of blends or something like that. That might look better. So you can play around with the glow. It's something when a lot of times when you do stuff to try to make the book covers pop on the corner here, a lot of times it looks kind of cheesy, but and so what I remind people is that you don't have to go crazy with it. You just need to make it clear that this is a book, because the whole point of doing this is the visual cue that this is a book. Um, should someone who is unsure see that? So maybe I don't need to be quite as crazy with my glow. I can just make it a little bit more subtle and just make sure that like it's obvious that this is a book hangout down there. So that's where I would put the book cover if I had to. Now I have created a bit of a problem with the until the job is done thing, because now it's kind of competing with the book cover. And that's actually one of the reasons why I'm also kind of like really hopeful that Facebook gets good enough at identifying when something's a book and making sure it's only showing to readers, because now I'm getting kind of crowded. And I try not to do this with ads, but sometimes it just feels inevitable that if I want to like get like a decent amount of text on here and signal that's a book and have my character, it's like, dear Lord, I'm having to do a lot of stuff now. So I've been experimenting without putting the book on. Um, One thing for sure though, it really does make the ad look cleaner when you can do that. But some ads have a lot of negative space, and you can get the book in there and it isn't fighting with everything else. So that is something you have to consider when you're picking an image for an ad. You think to yourself, I have a lot of stuff I have to get on this ad.